From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We still have a couple fires burning within the region. We'll get right into it, and we'll go ahead and start off in Kittitas County. This one burning 2 miles to the north of the Lauderdale Junction. This is the Swak Creek fire. It is around 330 acres, and containment yesterday morning was at 35%. Now it's up to 37%. We still do have level 2 and level 1 evacuations in place for this one in the Liberty area, so you can find these areas listed online at applevalleyNewsNow.com. On to the fire burning in Yakima County, extreme southwestern Yakima County, the Williams Mine fire. Acreage and containment has stayed pretty steady over the past week, so hopefully we can get some more containment with some of this cooler weather. Speaking of that, temperatures this morning in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, so most of us need some sort of jacket as you're headed out the front door, maybe even a rain jacket, as we do have some light showers now in the foothills starting, or over the Blue Mountains, starting to get into the foothills. We'll have more small shower chances throughout the rest of today, maybe into the weekend as well. Thankfully, these fall-like highs sticking around. So we'll talk more about all this coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, 6 fires starting in the same area in Walla Walla. Officials saying the fires are suspicious. We hear from the fire department and community members. The Yakima County coroner could be facing charges after a report from last month, a report that's yielded no evidence. We have the latest. Also still ahead, former President Donald Trump speaks on the attempted assassination. Plus, the Secret Service is sharing more details on their investigation. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Tuesday, September 17th. Happy Tuesday. We're going to start off your morning with continuing coverage. So just before 2 in the morning on Saturday, the Walla Walla Fire Department was dispatched to the 100 block of George Street for a fire threatening a house. Several fires have started recently, 6 in the past 6 weeks in the industrial area north of Highway 12 past the police station. The cause is under investigation, but it is considered suspicious because of the frequency and severity. The Walla Walla Fire Department says these fires have progressively gotten worse.
The significance of the one that we had on early Saturday morning involved a house, a shop, and quite a few cars. Initially, they were mostly in just like a couple little outbuildings and some vehicles, some broken down vehicles. So they're starting to get worse and worse.
Deputy Fire Chief Fred Hector says the fire and police departments are working together to solve this. If you notice anything suspicious going on, the fire department says to call 509-527-1960. That's the Walla Walla non-emergency dispatch line. In developing news in Yakima, the Yakima County coroner is facing potential charges after reporting an alleged assault by poisoning to authorities late last month. According to information from the Yakima Police Department, Coroner Jim Curtis reported the assault on August 27th. However, investigators say they found no evidence of the assault happening. They reported the situation to the county prosecutor's office with recommendation that Curtis be charged. The case has been turned over to the city of Ellensburg's prosecutor's office in an effort to avoid a conflict of interest. Shortly after the information came out, Curtis's family told our Emily Goodell that Curtis continues to battle with PTSD related to his work as a first responder and as a coroner, and he's seeking treatment. In Washington, a woman and her young child are recovering after they were attacked by a river otter. State wildlife officials say the otter even managed to pull the child underwater. Cornelius Hawker has the details.
When we do see this, on the rare occasion that it does occur, it's for territoriality or protecting its own pups. If it's a female, protecting its own pups.
On Thursday morning, Washington's Department of Fish and Wildlife says a mom was walking with her child down this dock at the Bremerton Marina. They say a river otter then attacked, pulling the kid into the water, scratching and biting. The mom quickly yanked the child out of the water and ran while the otter chased them. The child was treated at a hospital in Silverton. While river otter attacks on humans are rare, just 6 reported in Washington over the last decade, the damage they can do is serious.
So I had really large bite wounds on each cheek. I had a really big kind of gash on this left side of my eye here. Luckily, it didn't get my eye, but it was just very close. It bit through my nose.
Jen Royce lives in Bozeman, Montana. She was attacked by a river otter last summer. The damage, as you heard, was extensive, seen here in these pictures.
And my main goal after this is just to try and help spread awareness. You know, I don't want people to go out and kill otters. That's not what this is about. It's just about trying to be more prepared in nature.
Admittedly, this is the image that comes to mind when people think of river otters. Cute, curious critters, but Jen says it's important to remember they're wild animals.
Not to let your guard down, and hopefully if someone learns something from my story that helps prevent this in the future, then I feel like that's why I'm still here.
The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife say the otters in the marina will be, quote, trapped and lethally removed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services and then tested for rabies. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the U.S. Secret Service is sharing more details about their investigation into the second assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. And we're learning the suspect is well known to police. Those details are coming up in your political headlines. But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Did you know? Occupational medicine focuses on the prevention and treatment of work-related injuries. Astria Health works directly with employers to keep employees safe and business running. We offer pre-employment physicals, DOT physicals, drug and alcohol screenings, L&I exams, and work-related injury care. For more information, visit us online at astria.health. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Liberty Lawn and Saw Shop, your destination for outdoor power equipment. We offer a wide range of products from leading brands such as Exmark, Husqvarna, Echo, and Steel. Make your yard stand out with our range of professional-grade landscaping tools and equipment. We also provide a variety of services, including free pickup and delivery on deluxe services. Our team is committed to providing the best care for your outdoor equipment. Call us today or text us for faster service at 509-371-1477. Visit us in West Richland and at libertylawnandsawshop.com.
Coyote Canyon says, cheers to 30 years, and they invite you to join the festivities. It's the 30th Anniversary Vineyard Celebration. Buy your tickets early for this great event on Saturday, September 21st. Then hop on the shuttle to the Horse Heaven Hills and visit the amazing family vineyards. Enjoy music, barbecue, and of course the star of the show, Coyote Canyon Wines. A fantastic day awaits you, with some of the proceeds going to benefit Heartlinks Hospice. Purchase your tickets today for the 30th Anniversary Vineyard Celebration with Coyote Canyon Winery. Coyote Canyon is calling.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels, and every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. Find the right tires for you at leschwab.com. Get more from Les.
North Idaho's amazing Clark Fork River Delta on Fly the Northwest tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a little cool out there this morning as we have temperatures in the 40s and 50s in Kittitas County, 47 for Snoqualmie Pass, 52 for Cle Elum, 58 degrees for Ellensburg. And then in the Yakima Valley, we're also seeing 40s and 50s, 47 for Yakima, 57 for Union Gap, and 44 degrees for Sunnyside. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Kind of a big spread this morning. 62 for Hermiston, 51 for Benton City, 48 degrees for the Tri-Cities. And then for the foothills of the Blue Mountains, we're seeing 50s and 60s. In the Blue Mountains proper, we're seeing temperatures in the 40s. So all of us need some sort of jacket this morning as you are headed out the front door. Here is your umbrella cast for today for the Tri-Cities, going with a very low in chance of needing the umbrella, mainly after 6 p.m. So there will be a little chance of some showers, but not that much. The much better chance of showers and thunderstorms today is going to be in the foothills, also in the Blue Mountains. Other than that, a seasonal day, and we are tracking some more shower chances over the next 7 days. So I'll show you some of those. Also, I'll tell you if we hang on to these kind of temperatures. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your political news this morning, the U.S. Secret Service is sharing more details about their investigation on the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. This comes just hours after the suspect was formally charged for a weapons violation in a Florida courtroom. Ryan Wesley Ruth is accused of plotting to shoot Trump, and Brian Abel says Ruth is well known to the Greensboro Police Department.
We view this as extremely serious and are determined to provide answers as to what led up to the events which took place.
Leadership from the FBI, Secret Service, and other federal agencies assuring the public and the former president that they will bring an apparent attempted assassination suspect to justice. Ryan Wesley Ruth is accused of taking position with a rifle outside a fence along Trump's West Palm Beach golf course Sunday, where Mr. Trump was playing.
The subject, who did not have line of sight to the former president, fled the scene. He did not fire or get off any shots.
Keep walking!
Ruth didn't get far, captured along an interstate a short time later.
Our FBI agents then attempted to interview him, and he invoked his right to an attorney.
Ruth was officially charged Monday with 2 federal counts, including possession of a firearm while a convicted felon and for having a weapon with an obliterated serial number. Authorities say he has a lengthy criminal history in North Carolina and on social media is an outspoken Trump critic and a fervent supporter of Ukraine.
We are going through what he posted and any searches he conducted online.
Agents are also analyzing the rifle, backpacks, and other items left at the scene.
DNA has also been collected from those items, which are being sent to Quantico for testing.
Still to be determined, did Ruth act alone?
If he's part of a conspiracy, then this whole thing really takes on a very ominous tone.
The FBI is pursuing and working to execute search warrants on Ruth's car and electronics, and the agency is also planning on interviewing the suspect's family and close-known associates. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, firefighters in Southern California have been battling a massive wildfire for more than a week. We have the latest developments after the break.
Dreaming of luxurious, wear-resistant carpets? With the kids back in school, now is the perfect time. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. And this month, save up to 50% off carpets by Engineered Floors.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
I saw the chrome bumper right in front of me, and then that's all I remember.
Willie was hit by a dump truck at full speed, and it's been a long recovery.
I decided that I wanted a professional to take care of it, just from the get-go. The companies just try to, drain you.
The truck's insurance company fought us, but I hit them at full speed, and Willie won.
Mariano took care of everything. Don't go with the first guy that sells you unicorns and rainbows. Go with Mariano.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Dreaming of luxurious, wear-resistant carpets? With the kids back in school, now is the perfect time. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. And this month, save up to 50% off carpets by Engineered Floors.
Recently, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather forecast weekend thunderstorms.
But some viewers told us that their phone app predicted sunshine.
Well, the apps were wrong.
Trust Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Always on your side.
Let's give a warm welcome to Lauren Sanchez. Her new children's book, Her Return to Extra.
It was one of my first jobs.
Plus, we have a wedding coming up. Do you need a ring bearer? Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have some very light showers this morning lining up along the ridge line of the Blue Mountains, and this is starting to get into the foothills. So if you do wake up to some very light showers in Walla Walla, don't be too surprised. Okay, we're going to put this into motion for the rest of today with Futurecast, and I'm going to give you a breakdown of chances zone by zone, okay? Pretty much 0% chances of rainfall today in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. About a 10% chance for the lower Columbia Basin, including places like the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. But in the foothills, in the Blues, that's where we'll have about a 30 to 40% chance of not only some showers, but also some thunderstorms. Also, maybe the Cascades could have about a 10% chance of some showers. So that chance will exist throughout the day, and then into tomorrow, maybe a few showers linger, specifically for the mountain ranges, but that's about it. I think most of us are going to stay pretty dry over the next couple of days. So for today, other than the shower chances, it's also going to be breezy. Winds gusting between 20 to 40 miles per hour, with the fastest wind gusts being up in the Kittitas Valley. Other than that, a seasonal day with seasonal high temperatures. Overnight lows dropping down into the 40s and 50s. It could feel cooler than that in some areas that have breezes still gusting between 20 to 35 miles per hour, although they should calm down more than that for the Yakima Valley. Okay, so overall drier into Wednesday, much drier. In fact, should be completely dry into Thursday, and then more small shower chances from Friday through Monday. It looks like Sunday is probably going to be the most active of those days, but this weekend not looking like a washout, and this weekend is also looking pretty fall-like, which is very appropriate because, again, Sunday is the first day of fall. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll have a small shower chance for today, mostly after 6 p.m., dry and seasonal for Wednesday through Saturday. And then for Yakima, dry, sunny, and fall-like through Saturday, showers possibly returning by Sunday. And then for Ellensburg, windy today, breezy for the rest of the week, dry through Saturday, but showers possible again Sunday and Monday. For Hermiston, a small shower chance for today, mostly this evening, dry and fall-like from Wednesday through Saturday. And then for Walla Walla, thunderstorms possible throughout today. The weather settles down for Wednesday through Saturday, but possibly turns active again by Sunday.
Thank you, Josh. We turn to fire news now across America. For more than a week, firefighters in Southern California have battled a massive wildfire in 2 counties. Joy Benedict says the airport fire has burned 120 homes, left several people hurt, and forced entire communities to evacuate.
It's not an easy drive through the burn scar of the airport fire, as ash seems to litter every field, and chimneys are the only thing standing where so many used to call home.
It's completely gone, all the way up the hill.
Rick Page owns one of the few homes in El Carrizo Village off the Ortega Highway that survived.
The neighborhood as a whole, it's like a bomb went off.
He says when the fire turned Tuesday afternoon, he didn't have a choice but to leave.
Left out of here with just the clothes on my back.
He snuck in the back roads a few days later with a generator, as his neighborhood is still under evacuation orders.
The firefighters made a stand right here in my driveway. They used my hose, they cut that fence out, and they fought that part of the fire right there and kept my house watered down.
His home and a few more behind him survived, where so many others burned.
I think I've talked to about 22 residents that have lost their homes so far. I think the counts might be higher.
John Hafey owns Hafey Farms Mountain Market nearby. Powered by a generator and flickering lights, they are trying to stay open for their neighborhood.
You see a resident you know come in and you kind of look at them because you're not sure if it's a good story or a heartbreaking story, and sometimes there's tears and sometimes there's joy.
Investigators tell us the loss is massive. In all, all, 120 homes burned in the airport fire, 2 businesses and another 38 structures.
When people start coming back, it's going to set in a little bit. Some people may rebuild. Some people might just leave.
As for the firefight, more than 2,000 firefighters are still on the lines as crews are trying to shore up the west flank before the Santa Ana winds roll in, and travel isn't easy. Downed live power lines litter Highway 78, making the roads dangerous.
Extremely difficult. You know, if you didn't have any ID or anything else, you could not return back. I had friends and stuff that had to sleep in their vehicle for several days.
But for so many who lost it all, the loss is heartbreaking. But this community promises to come together with hopes to rebuild.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, music mogul Diddy has been arrested. We have the latest details up next in your entertainment headlines. That's after the break.
It's fall into savings at Furniture Row, and that means prices are dropping throughout the store. Or score 48 months no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. Fall into savings on now at Furniture Row.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Dylan's Boutique is a lifestyle boutique that offers locally sourced and established brand items. We feature men's and women's styles with a fresh approach to your look. Dylan's Boutique brings style that is approachable yet unique, so you can look and feel your best no matter what room you are walking into. Our house brand, Life on the Water, is locally inspired, designed, and printed in Kennewick, Washington. Dylan's is located in the Marineland Plaza in Kennewick, next to the Village Bistro. You can also shop easily online at dlyns.com.
Coyote Canyon says, cheers to 30 years, and they invite you to join the festivities. It's the 30th anniversary vineyard celebration. Buy your tickets early for this great event on Saturday, September 21st. Then hop on the shuttle to the Horse Heaven Hills and visit the amazing family vineyards. Enjoy music, barbecue, and of course the star of the show, Coyote Canyon Wines. A fantastic day awaits you, with some of the proceeds going to benefit Heartlinks Hospice. Purchase your tickets today for the 30th anniversary vineyard celebration with Coyote Canyon Winery. Coyote Canyon is calling.
Pro-level performance at work and at home. Right now, buy 2 AP300S batteries and get a third AP300S for free. And get a free battery when you buy a BGA 86 battery handheld blower set, a $300 value. Real steel. Find yours.
Bedtime peace of mind could come from a psychoanalyst, or you can rest easy with Denver Mattresses 365-night better sleep guarantee.
And during Fall into Savings, prices are dropping throughout the store. Or score 48 months no interest.
Peace of mind and a great night's sleep, only at Denver Mattress.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, Sean Diddy Combs was arrested by federal agents in New York City yesterday.
ABC's Jason Nathanson says this comes amid a wave of lawsuits filed against him, alleging sexual assault in an ongoing federal investigation. Take a look.
Sean Diddy Combs was arrested Monday night in New York by federal agents. Multiple sources tell ABC News. A federal grand jury in Manhattan returned an indictment against Combs, which set in motion his arrest. The charges remain sealed. The arrest was confirmed by Combs' lawyer, who says, quote, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office." The music mogul had been under mounting scrutiny since a 2023 lawsuit by his former girlfriend, the singer Cassie, who accused him of sex trafficking and years of abuse, allegations Combs has denied. The arrest comes amid a wave of lawsuits filed against Combs alleging sexual assault and an ongoing federal investigation. The latest lawsuit comes from Dawn Richard, a former member of Danity Kane, a musical group formed by Combs. She is accused the producer of sexual battery, sexual harassment, and false imprisonment, among other allegations, in a complaint filed last Tuesday in New York federal court. Combs has called those claims false. Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Charges will not be revealed until this morning, and Combs relocated to New York last week in anticipation of being charged.
He and his team maintain his innocence, saying he has, quote, nothing to hide.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, the Yakima Nation has been awarded $1 million, this to fight gang and cartel-related drug activity as well as violent crime. An in-depth report into why is coming up in just a few minutes. Plus, the Richland Fire Department is hosting a grand opening of its new fire station. We have when and where in the next half hour.
Back by popular demand, it's Steve Hun Kia's 2 for $222, but only while supplies last during the summer clearance sale. If Steve Hun Kia can sell 2 new Kias for $222, imagine what you'll save on all-wheel drive SUVs, but only at SteveHunsKia.com.
What if you never had to worry about what you could do? Because you could do anything. What if all the things that get in your way were gone? So the only thing left was possibility. If anywhere could be the center of everywhere, if boundaries only existed to be pushed, if every single drop of potential could be made real, so the only limit you faced was how big you could dream. And say you knew there were like almost 100,000 people across the country, right in your town, committed to making that happen. Every day. What would you do then? Some pretty cool stuff, I bet. Yeah, that'd be some life. That'd be life unlimited.
Which is better, Honda or Toyota? Well, the Honda Accord and CR-V both made the Car and Driver 10 Best list. Camry and RAV4 did not. In fact, when it comes to the 10 best, no one comes close to Honda, the only company to make every single 10 best list. That means Honda's not just better, it's the best. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get the Honda CR-V with 2.9% APR financing. So for big deals on America's best brand, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
Board-certified family medicine provider Dr. Michael Adling is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Benton City Clinic. His services include annual physicals and preventative care, well child exams, the treatment of cold and flu, acute illnesses, and more. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Adling, call the Benton City Clinic at 509-588-4075. Or to learn more about his services, visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Have you ever had a day like this? Bad days are why we got in the game. Capuzza Lighty, Accident Injury Lawyers.
Back by popular demand, it's Steve Hun Kia's 2 for $222, but only while supplies last during the summer clearance sale. If Steve Hun Kia can sell 2 new Kias for $222, imagine what you'll save on all-wheel drive SUVs, but only at SteveHunsKia.com.
North Idaho's amazing Clark Fork River Delta on Fly the Northwest tonight. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, my favorite thing that you've been saying all day is that on the first day of fall, it's going to feel fall-like, which is Sunday.
Yes.
How exactly fall-like are we talking?
We're actually going to be a few degrees below average for the first day of fall. So it's going to feel even
Crisp,
more fall-like than you're
pumpkin-y.
expecting.
Okay.
It's going to be pumpkin-y. It's going to be spicy.
Spicy?
But
Okay,
like
I'll take
pumpkin
that.
spicy, not temperature spicy.
So you're going to get a pumpkin spice latte. Yeah, I do.
I'm not going to do that, but I'll enjoy the
I'll keep
fall
trying.
weather just like everyone else. All right, right now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of our very own station. This camera is atop our heads. You can see some of those pastel colors up in the sky for this morning. Another beautiful sunrise, just like what we had yesterday morning. Temperatures this morning are in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, so all of us need some sort of jacket as you are headed out the front door. and maybe even a rain jacket necessary as well, as we do have some very light showers this morning in the Blue Mountains, in the foothills, but you see some of these are starting to run ahead and starting to get into portions of the basin. This is all very light stuff. It should not impact your morning too much. So all that being said, here's your CodeCast for today for the Tri-Cities, going with a light jacket for this morning, t-shirt weather come time for lunchtime, and then the back half of the day, really after 6 p.m., that's when we're introducing the raincoat in the Tri-Cities, as there will be just a little chance of showers making their way our way. So for today, little shower and thunderstorm chances, seasonal high temperatures all time out. These chances also have a zone by zone breakdown of the chances. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off this half hour in Pasco, the city is hosting an engagement meeting in regards to the downtown Pasco master plan. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma reports how the city is ensuring that every voice is heard at the meeting and also sharing key parts of the plan so far.
I spoke with the City of Pasco's Community and Economic Development Director, Jacob Gonzalez, and he says these are some main points when it comes to the master plan of downtown Pasco. Adopting code changes with art murals and mobile vending and public spaces, which have already seen some changes. Gonzalez says the City of Pasco is still working on the lighting in the downtown Pasco area.
Some of the things that continue to come up are related to lighting. So how can we improve upon the lighting in our downtown, make things brighter, make them a little bit livelier, encourage more walkability, hopefully yield more customers with a brighter environment in our downtown.
Gonzalez says another point of improvement for the master plan is connecting businesses with resources.
Looking at ways to provide resources to our businesses, both taking advantage of the resources we have available at the city, but also helping connect them with other agencies and organizations that can provide small business assistance was something else that came up quite a bit.
Gonzalez says housing and new commercial development are also topics being brought up with the downtown planning. Bertha Mendoza lives in Pasco. She says she would like to see something done to help people who are homeless, especially in the downtown area, and have that be part of the master plan. I translated her interview from Spanish to English. For Pasco to do something, either by providing them food or some resources for them, so that they don't stay on the streets, so they don't give a bad image to downtown Pasco. Gonzalez says when it comes to the downtown Pasco master plan, the city wants to take a whole team approach to planning it.
Community members, our council, our planning commissions, and our businesses to ensure that the plan is reflective of their priorities and their needs and their vision. And so we envision this as a live document, a document that is going to continuously be updated, maybe not on an annual basis, but certainly more frequently than once every 5 years.
The meeting will be this Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. at Grace Kitchen. There will also be a Spanish translator to make sure every voice is heard. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Monique. Also in Pasco, the city recently updated their mobile vending and public space regulations. The change increases the flexibility for mobile vendors like food trucks, allowing more locations for them to do business. The city of Pasco says that by increasing the spaces for those vendors, they made it easier for them to get more opportunities throughout the city, being able to take advantage of the farm to table economic development plan in the city of Pasco, and it's part of the change, but it also allows for more business growth.
Something that we wanted to help with our Pasco Specialty Kitchen, which is a commissary kitchen and an incubator that has spurred businesses throughout the Tri-Cities. And sometimes the next step is for them to get into a mobile vending shop, right, to be a food truck or a food cart. And so this was also another opportunity for us to allow them to have another avenue for new business creation in the city.
As of right now, the city of Pasco says they are working on a mobile vending and food truck user's guide about how to start a mobile business and what that process looks like. Now, more than a dozen agencies in Washington state are receiving funds from the U.S. Department of Justice, this to help fight crime, and one of those agencies is the Yakima Nation. The Yakima Nation has been awarded a $1 million grant specifically to address gang and cartel-related drug activity and violent crime on the reservation. With that funding, tribal police will be able to dedicate up to 4 officers to assist local, county, and federal drug task forces. The money can also be used for additional investigative tools and resources.
So if we're stopping those drugs from getting onto the Yakima Nation and removing them from our community, we're doing so much to increase the overall public safety for everyone.
Authorities say since illegal narcotics and violent crime are driving factors in cases involving missing and murdered Indigenous people, this funding could help them reduce the prevalence of MMIP cases in the future. In developing news, upgrades are being made in Walla Walla. Flock Safety is a camera network that law enforcement uses to help solve crimes. The Walla Walla Police Department is now utilizing this automatic license plate reader system to get stolen property returned and get criminals caught. Sergeant Nick Loudermilk with the Walla Walla PD says these systems are up in the community and there have already been results.
In a sense, it's exactly what officers would do on routine patrol as far as running license plates and getting information back. The camera's just automatically doing it so the officer doesn't have to, and it gets more license plates checked versus manual.
Now, recently there was a hit and run where the department was able to use the make and model of a suspect's car. The department was also able to find the suspect's car in the theft of a high-end tool stolen from a local retailer using the cameras, and they went live just a few weeks ago. Looking ahead today, the Richland Fire Department is hosting a grand opening of its new fire station. The ribbon cutting and open house is for Fire Station 76, located at 4307 Trowbridge Boulevard. It's just off of Dallas Road and I-82 in South Richland. The event starts at 11 a.m. this morning, and the public is invited to see the state-of-the-art facility, including a dedicated space for police officers. Station 76 is the 6th fire station in the city of Richland. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, almost 15 months after the Titan submersible imploded, killing all 5 people on board, officials are trying to determine what went wrong and who is responsible. Details in just a few minutes. But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will be back with your weather forecast. It's all coming up after the break.
Stacy Lee, KapKVU First Alert Weather. Watch tonight.
At the Pacific Clinic, we understand the juggle of parenthood. That's why the PC is your one-stop shop for all your health, sports, and medical needs. Schedule your appointments around your favorite group fitness classes and use our on-site childcare services.
From women's health to care for your little ones, we practice a comprehensive approach to keep your family feeling great.
With our quick and convenient scheduling, we'll get you in within the same week, often the next day. Call us today at 509-783-5465.
At Denver Mattress, comfort comes easy, but peace of mind is a bit tricky. And no, we can't give you a bedside psychoanalyst. Beat it, Sigmund. But you can rest easy knowing every mattress is backed by our 365-night Better Sleep guarantee. And during fall into savings, prices are dropping throughout the store, like $300 off our Telluride lineup. Or get a $300 gift with any Tempur-Pedic. Or score 48 months, no interest, and free shipping. Comfort, peace of mind, and a great night's sleep. Only at Denver Mattress.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Get 3.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyriq when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Take good care of you, Bruce Heating and Air.
A flight over North Idaho's Clark Fork River Delta.
It's a pretty special place. These deltas are really important. It's a wildlife corridor. It connects two different mountain ranges. It's important for migratory birds as well.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
I actually suggested to him, it didn't go over well, that we should travel separately.
Next live, Josh Gad and Ashley Park.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, since we do have a little bit of lightning in the forecast for today, I wanted to touch on today's vegetation dryness. And remember, the 100th percentile means that it would be the driest vegetation on record. So we're only going to be into the 52nd percentile today in Kittitas and Yakima counties. There isn't any lightning in the forecast this way. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, we'll only be into the 55th percentile. Could be a little bit of lightning in the foothills, but I think most of the lightning is going to be reserved into the Blue Mountains. And remember, these values just last week, at the beginning of last week, were up into the 90th, 95th percentile, very primed environment set for large fire starts to start and spread quickly. But now these numbers are way down because our pattern has flipped. It's more of a traditional fall-like pattern at this point, so I'm not too concerned about the fire start potential for today. Speaking of the shower and thunderstorm chances, here's a zone-by-zone breakdown, going with less than 10% chances for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, around 10% chances for the lower Columbia Basin, and then 30 to 40% chances for the Blue Foothills and also for the Blue Mountains. And then in terms of timing, it's likely going to be after 6 p.m. if showers did end up sneaking into the lower Columbia Basin, but for Walla Walla, for the foothills, for the Blues, it's going to be a continuous chance all day. And I'll show you this with Futurecast. Also, I'll show you other chances for wet weather in the forecast over the next 7 days, and all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now, nearly 15 months after the Titan submersible imploded, killing all 5 people on board, a U.S. Coast Guard investigating board is probing the vessel's June 2023 implosion. Sherelle Hubbard reports officials are trying to determine what went wrong and who's responsible.
The Titan submersible was designed to reach depths more than 13,000 feet. It was supposed to take 5 people, all eager to explore the Titanic wreckage site for a hefty price tag, $250,000 per ticket. But the crew never made it. Now the company responsible for the submersible, OceanGate, faces mounting scrutiny of its operations amid reports of safety concerns.
The investigation will also examine whether there is evidence that any act of misconduct, inattention to duty, negligence.
Monday marks day 1 of a 2-week hearing held by the Marine Board of Investigation, tasked with reviewing the tragedy. It convened within days of the submersible's disappearance, and Monday's hearing potentially damning testimony from a former OceanGate engineering director who claimed he was fired in mid-2019 because he refused to sign off on an expedition.
He would fight for what he wanted. I mean, he wouldn't give an inch much at all.
Former OceanGate contractor Tim Catterson testified that he also raised concerns to OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush.
I told him I think that it's underbuilt. I can't make the numbers work.
We learned Monday that the Titan was pinged for the last time about 90 minutes into the dive. Days later, authorities found its wreckage resting on the floor of the North Atlantic Ocean, several hundred yards from the location of the Titanic. All aboard the vessel, including OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, perished. I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
The hearing is being held in North Charleston, South Carolina, and it's expected to take place over 9 days. It'll be streamed on the Coast Guard's YouTube page. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your full weather forecast, and still ahead, everything you need to know before you head out the door. All of your top stories in your morning sprint is just minutes away. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
Something is weird. Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, The group of adult friends, kids on their school trip.
And the first date couple and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought...
If it's hidden, you might get bitten.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Women, were you exposed to Dactyl while you were pregnant? Infant birth defects are caused by this toxic weed killer used in farming, landscaping, and gardening. As a result, the EPA has asked agricultural workers to stop using Dactyl, also known as DCPA. If you or your child was injured by Dactyl, protect your rights for compensation. Call Whites and Luxembourg today at 917-LAWYERS to learn more. That's 917-LAWYERS.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
North Idaho's amazing Clark Fork River Delta on Fly the Northwest tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track these light showers starting to become a little bit more widespread now, but still in the blues, in the foothills. Looks like some of this is trying to generate into the lower Columbia Basin as well, so we'll keep a very close eye on that. And we'll go ahead and show you what happens for the rest of today with Futurecast. We put this into motion, and all throughout the day there's going to be that chance for showers and storms in the foothills, in the blues, but I'm thinking it's mostly going to be after 6 p.m. in which we could maybe see some of those showers sneaking into the lower Columbia Basin. Also, maybe we could see a shower or two up into the Cascades. But the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, they'll stay dry. And again, just kind of a recap of shower chances. I'm going with 10% chances for the Cascades, essentially 0% chances for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys, 10% for the Basin, and then roughly 30 to 40% chances for the foothills and for the blues. So that's where most of our attention is going to be focused for today. But into tomorrow, maybe we could have a shower or two left over in the mountain ranges, but tomorrow is going to be much drier as opposed to today. So for today, other than the shower and thunderstorm chances, it's going to be seasonal and it's going to be breezy. Winds gusting between 20 to 45 miles per hour, the fastest wind gust being in the Kittitas Valley. And then for tonight, the winds are going to calm down for the Yakima Valley, but elsewhere they could still gust between 20 to 35 miles per hour. Overnight lows dropping down into the 40s and 50s. And again, should be drier into Wednesday, completely dry by Thursday, and then more small shower chances from Friday through Monday. For now, it looks like Sunday is probably going to be the most active day. Also, by the way, that's the first day of fall. It's going to feel very fall-like. Will actually be about 5 degrees below average for the fall equinox. Okay, there's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll have a small shower chance for today, especially after 6 p.m. Dry and seasonal for Wednesday through Saturday. And then for Yakima, dry, sunny, and fall-like through Saturday. Showers possibly returning by Sunday. Then for Ellensburg, windy today, breezy for the rest of the week, dry through Saturday, but showers possible again Sunday and Monday. For Hermiston, a small shower chance for today, mostly for this evening though, dry and fall-like from Wednesday through Saturday. And then for Walla Walla, thunderstorms possible throughout today. The weather settles down Wednesday through Saturday, but possibly turns active again by Sunday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, real-life succession.
I'm the eldest boy!
Rupert Murdoch moving to change an irrevocable trust to ensure his eldest son Lachlan has sole power over the business when he dies.
What Rupert Murdoch wants to do is that when he dies, that each one of those votes that he has goes directly to one of his children equally. But the modification is that all 4 of his votes, or the majority of those votes, go to Lachlan Murdoch, the son who's more in line with his political views.
The New York Times reporting Bill Barr is leading the effort to rewrite the trust.
Bill Barr, do you have any comment on the way in?
James, Elizabeth, and Prudence Murdoch fighting the move as a united front. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this court battle and what it could mean for the Murdoch empire. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. And when you can breathe better, what isn't better? This is better. This is better. That's better. And that. Even this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. That's pretty good. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. It can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And doesn't that make things better? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Tell your doctor right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change your stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:52. It's time for your 6 o'clock morning sprint. We're going to start off in your national headlines. Former President Donald Trump is addressing his recent assassination attempt at his golf course in West Palm Beach. Trump spoke last night during an X Spaces conversation. Trump says he heard shots being fired before the Secret Service opened fire on the suspected gunman. The FBI is still investigating what happened and trying to determine a motive for the gunman's actions. A massive pipeline fire is prompting evacuations and street closures in a suburb of Houston. In a statement, Energy Transfer said there was an incident at one of its valve stations involving a 20-inch natural gas line that resulted in a fire. Authorities have not determined the cause. As firefighters worked for several hours, Energy Transfer says it's safe to let the line burn itself out. One firefighter was treated for minor injuries. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is under investigation for allegedly decapitating a dead whale and taking it home 2 decades ago. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration confirmed its investigation yesterday. RFK Jr. said he collected a dead whale specimen 20 years ago. The story resurfaced when a 2012 interview with his daughter recirculated on social media. In the interview, his daughter says her father cut off the head of the dead whale with a chainsaw. In your business headlines this morning, genetic testing company 23andMe has agreed to pay $30 million to people impacted by a data breach last year. Officials say hackers used about 14,000 accounts to access the ancestry data of 6.9 million connected profiles. The suit claimed 23andMe did not do enough to protect user data and also did not notify customers that were impacted in a timely way. The deal is awaiting final approval from a judge. Amazon is demanding its corporate employees return to the office 5 days a week. It's a change from its current pandemic-era policy, which required them in office just 3 days a week. The CEO made the announcement yesterday, saying the change will help its thousands of employees invent, collaborate, and be connected to each other and their culture. The new policy goes into effect on January 2nd. Now here are the top 5 local stories you need to know this morning. Starting off, the Walla Walla Fire Department is working with the police department after 6 suspicious fires have been set in the same area. Members of the community say they are worried. Some of them are worried for their businesses because the person responsible has not yet been caught. Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis may face charges tied to a recent assault report that he made last month. The Yakima Police Department says Curtis reported to authorities concerns he had about a poisoning. Investigators determined the report did not have enough evidence or any evidence, and they recommended charges. The city of Ellensburg is handling the case. First Avenue between West Columbia Street and West Clark Street in Pasco will be closed for the next 6 weeks. This is construction related to the Lewis Street Overpass project. Workers will be putting in utilities and doing roadway construction. Law enforcement agencies across the region are ramping up patrols near schools. This comes after some agencies report there have been rumors or threats made against the school. Grandview, Pasco, and now Sunnyside will see some increase in police presence today. And for all of the cases so far, police say there is no evidence to support the rumors are true. Also happening today, the Richland Fire Department is hosting a grand opening of its new fire station. This ribbon cutting and open house is for Fire Station 76. It's just off of Dallas Road and I-82 in South Richland. The event starts at 11 a.m. this morning and the public is invited. Now check this out. Some items from the iconic 90s sitcom Friends are up for auction.
This includes costumes worn on camera by all 5 cast members.
And the sale includes sweaters worn by Jennifer Aniston and the late Matthew Perry, who played Rachel and Chandler. And Julian's Auctions is already taking online bids on the items ahead of the September 23rd auction.
The lot also features an official Warner Brothers reproduction of the couch and sign from the show's storied Central Perk coffee shop. The auction also features costumes worn by Friends guest stars, including Susan Sarandon and the Bruce Willis.
The Bruce Willis. All right, the Josh Colbreth. How is our weather looking?
Oh, the Josh. I'm going to internalize that.
The one and only.
Yes. Our weather is a little cool out there this morning, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Also some showers for portions of the Blue Mountains. Getting into the foothills, we'll see if some of this makes it to the Tri-Cities and to other portions of the basin. But for today, the best chances of showers are going to be in the foothills, also in the Blue Mountains, maybe even some thunder embedded within that.
Thunder.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.